This is a recap of 3 days that I spent in Las Vegas for the World Series of Poker. We play event number 81. We get 7,200 entries for a prize pool of $3.6 million, and first place being right at $400,000. It's a $600 buy-in. We get 60,000 chips, and I fire my first bullet into this event. I get ace queen off, all in versus pocket fives and king jack suited. We flop a queen. Villain then turns a 5, and we do not improve. I then fire bullet number 2. We get jack 9 suited on the button. We take a flop of jack 3 with 2 clubs. I get it all in on the flop, and we run into ace jack, unfortunately. We do not improve on the run out, and we have to go to bullet number 3. For bullet number 3, I turn off my camera, and we just focus in on making it to day 2. We focus up, and we somehow get up to 350,000 in chips. It's almost time to bag up for day 2, and we unfortunately get ace king into king queen, and somehow this guy drills a straight on the river right before the bag. We chip down to about 85,000 chips, and now we're going to day 2 with only 2 big blinds because blinds will come back to 40,000, 40,000, 20,000. Regardless, we get the bag for day 2. And now we go buy in for a $250 daily deep stack tournament. We start out with 25,000 in chips. Blinds are 300, 600, 600. And I'm in the early position with ace 10 of diamonds. I open it to 1,500 and get 5 callers. Yes, this is how the dailies go. No one gives a 6 ways to a flop of 4 queen jack, 2 diamonds. I'm ready to gamble. I'm going nowhere. I c-bet for 7,000. I get 2 callers and then a all-in from one of the players. It folds back to me and I go all-in as well, and then another player goes all-in. We've got a 3-way all-in. I'm up against queen jack and pocket 4s. Let's hit a diamond or a king. Let's see the run out.
Wow, everybody has a... No more 4 diamonds.
Wow, let's go. What a great first hand. I'm up to 87,000 chips, and it's only the beginning. I then wake up with ace queen off in the big blind. Blinds are 500, 1,000, 1,000, and we get an under the gun open to 2,500. Middle position calls, it folds to me, and I could squeeze here, but I tend to associate strength from under the gun opens, so I just decide on flatting here. And we go 3 ways to a flop of queen 4, 6 rainbow. I check under the gun c-bets for 3,500. Middle position calls, and I could raise, but I just go ahead and call here. The turn is a 7 of spades, and now I donk lead out for 7,000. I get both to fold. I do not have any notes on why I donk led that turn. I believe it's because my range has all the 5x combos, so against competent players, they would at least consider that this is just a bluff sometimes. Anyways, this is daily. It seems like everyone is playing straightforward, so I'm up to 96,000 in chips. I'm now in the cutoff with ace king of diamonds. Low jack opens to 2,500. I 3-bet it to 7,500. Low jack shoves, 21,000. I call. She has queens. Let's see her run out. We unfortunately do not get there, and we're down to 74,000 in chip. We now get into a crazy hand in the hijack. Blinds are 600, 1,200, 1,200, and I have ace jack of clubs. We get a limp from under the gun, a middle position player who raises it to 3,600, and now a low jack player who calls the 3,600. I almost go for the 3-bet here, or squeeze play, whatever you want to call it, but honestly, ace jack suited plays pretty well post flop. So I call the 3,600 as well, and now a tilted / fun player to my left calls as well. He's been bluffing a lot, and I'm really hoping to hit this flop. It's 4 ways to a flop of king 10, 7, all club. Let's go. We flop the nuts, and now all I'm thinking is someone please bet. No one does, unfortunately. We all check around, and now the turn is the 10 of diamonds. I no longer have the nuts, but I probably still have the best hand. I think about betting, but I go ahead and try to reel this player to my left. I check to him. He's on the button, and I hope he goes for it. He does. Button now bets 8,000. It looks like an attempt to steal the pot. It folds to me. We're heads up, and I just make the call. I'm putting him on air, and when the river comes the queen of spades, I check again, and button now goes into the tank. Looking at his chips, looking at the board, it's about 75% pot size bet left for his stack, and after he thinks about it for some time, he ultimately just checks. He says, "You got it," and I'm like, "Yes, I definitely do." Oh well. Back up to 92,000 in chips again. I then get pocket tens. I open it up and then get 2 all-ins behind me. I have to fold it pre-flop. I then find some value with king queen of spades on a jack 10 3 5 king board. I'm back up to 97,000. It seems like a roller coaster, and I'm staying around 80 to 90,000 for a lot of this tournament. We're out of late registration now, and there are 150 players left. 44 make the money, and it's nearly $13,000 for first place. I pick up pocket sixes on the button. Middle position opens to 6,500. I make the call. Small blind calls as well, and big blind calls. 4 ways to a flop of queen 3, deuce, 2 diamonds. It checks to the middle position. He c-bets for 6,000. I call. Small blind and big blind fold. The turn is the 5 of clubs. Middle position checks. I check and take my showdown. The river is the 3 of clubs, and it goes check, check. We win that one against ace high. I'm up to 123,000 in chips now, and look down at ace king of diamonds in the big blind. Blinds are 2,000, 4,000, 4,000, and under the gun open rips 32,000. It folds to me. Easy call. He has king jack. Let's hold. Wow, pretty sick. We're down to 87,000. Just seems like we're going up and down, up and down. We then steal a pot with king queen off in the cutoff, and then another pot with pocket eights in the middle position. We get back up to about 107,000 chips, and I get into a really big spot with ace 3 of hearts on the button. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000, 6,000, and I open it to 12,000. Small blind calls and big blind calls as well. Flop comes 3, 3, 4 rainbow. It checks to me, and I c-bet my range for 11,000. Small blind calls and big blind folds. The turn is a jack, and now small blind donk leads for 23,000. He leaves about 50,000 behind, and I just make the call, trying to keep his bluffs in. The river is a 9. Small blind now bets 25,000, and I go into the tank. I should honestly be shoving here, but I really think he has nothing, so I see no value in doing it. I just want to see his hand. So I decide on letting him live. I just make the call, and he shows me jack 9 suited. Oh my god, he actually had value there. I'm not sure why he was floating jack 9 on the flop. I don't get max value, but we're up to 195,000 in chips. We're now on the money bubble, and I get into a spot with a guy named William Kassoff. He's pretty much just like he is on TV, talks a lot, and tries to get under your skin. Blinds are 4,000, 8,000, 8,000, and we get a under the gun open rip to 48,000. I'm in the middle position with king queen suited. I make the call, and William on the button makes the call as well. We're 3 ways to a massive flop of 10 deuce 4 2 spades. I check, he checks as well, and the turn is the gin card. It's a queen of diamonds. I have about a stack to pot ratio bet left. I shove it, and William makes a comment right as he folds.
Just got lucky on the turn, huh? Nice suited ace. You're very lucky. Lucky the hearts didn't come.
We hold against king jack offsuit, and now we have over 250,000. We're now all in the money, and we have a shot at winning $13,000. I fold down for a while, and we have 35 players left. I'm at about 200,000 chips. Blinds are 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, and cutoff opens it to 25,000. It folds to me, and I have ace jack offsuit in the big blind. There are no significant pay jumps, and this cutoff player has been pretty aggressive. I opt on shoving my 20 big blinds in the middle, and I get the bad news of a snap call. This snap call typically means I'm not winning with ace jack. He shows ace king, and we have to hit a jack. Good game. We get 35th place in the $250 World Series of Poker Daily Deep Stack Tournament. And now we just have the day 2 of the $600 Event 81 coming in at 555 players left. We've outlasted nearly 95% of the field, and we're down to 2 big blinds. We're just going all in. We need to find a spot, and we do. I fold 3 hands, and now we're under the gun with King Jack offsuit. I tank. I sit here and wait to try to make any possible money jump. I then make it 80,000, leaving 5,000 behind. Middle position now goes all in. I say to myself, I appreciate the protection, sir. Folds back to me, and I just tank. I'm literally hearing payout, 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 payout every second. So I just want to see if I can make a little bit extra money. I believe going down to about 520 players will make me an extra $200 to $300. So I wait and wait and wait, and people are just busting like flies. Finally, after some time, I feel like I've made the pay jump. I call, and we have a race against pocket fives. We do not improve, unfortunately. We get 516th place and another deep run. Altogether, with the daily deep stack and 3 bullets into the $600 event, I'm in for $2,050 and out for $1,964. I lose $86 over that 3-day session.